your numbers up, you're just going to have to deal with, nuts every once in a while, and kind of the price of success.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we are down to 15 minutes. And here's where we're going to go, because somebody reminded me that this is a question that I've asked every guest that's been on here. What's your favorite firearm and why?
Ooh.
Myself?
I'll
volunteer
down
first.
by category?
Good point. Handgun, rifle, shotgun, which one do you want to know? Myself, I'm going to throw it out there, my military service, and just for carrying it in my hands and sweating and bleeding on this thing for so long, it's the M16 or an AR-15. Just, I know it like the back of my hand. I could take it apart blindfolded upside down in the dark, in the rain, with my leg on fire, and I could still do it in less than 2 minutes. So I love that rifle. I love using it. I'm accurate with it, and it serves me well.
All right. So what's your carry gun then?
My carry, I wish I could carry that. I would if I could, but I think it just might upset some people. My carry is a Glock 19. I'm a 9mm guy. I like a 45, but if anybody out there has an extra 1911, I'd be more than happy to take it off your hands. But I'm a 9mm guy. My wife's a 9mm guy. 9mm gal, and so we have a bunch of extra ammo and magazines, and they're interchangeable.
Have you checked out the SIG 938? It's a 1911 platform, miniature size, and it's a 9mm.
Yes. If I buy a 1911, it's going to be a 45 without a doubt.
Okay.
One day. I just became a recruiter for the NRA this year, which gives me a commission on every person I get to sign up. And I'm not hugely active on it. I mention it on my page every now and then. But I was going to start a campaign where I'm sure you guys seen it, where you can, and I'm sorry to get you off topic, but I'm just going to take a picture of myself with that website for people to sign up through me. And if I can get 60 people to sign up through my website and my ID, my wife said I could have a 45 1911.
There you go.
Well, keep checking the Shooter's Rest. I post them a lot. I find the best prices I can, and I post them.
Absolutely, I will.
All right. So.
My turn?
Yes,
sure.
Your turn.
Okay. Well, I went to an Appleseed, and somebody let me shoot their Garand, and that gun was absolutely fantastic, and I would love to have one. Probably my favorite rifle. I don't really have a battle rifle at all. I just can't afford it at this time, but I sure would like to have one of those. That'd be wonderful. I was hitting targets at 400 yards, and that was the first time I shot it. It was amazing. Wonderful. And as far as handgun goes, I guess my carry gun is a Springfield XDS, the 45, the older one, and I really like it. I haven't owned a million guns. I've never owned a Glock. I've shot them, and they're pretty nice. But right now, that's on me all the time. And then I've got the big Springfield, the full size one, beside my bed. So I'm kind of a 45 guy, I guess. In that way, I'm not one that'll say the 45 will kill your soul, but
it'll kill your wallet.
Oh, yeah. God.
Well, I reload. So if it wasn't for that, forget about it. It's expensive. And I haven't found any ammo on the shelves in a long time.
Yeah.
I don't know. 4th of July weekend, I went to Academy Sports, and they just so happen to have a box of Winchester 230 grain, 100 rounds for $50.
Wow.
One per person. One per person was the limit, but I definitely bought them.
Yeah.
Does it matter now with my gun?
Yes, go, Natalie.
All right, well, in the handgun category, my favorite is my SIG PT-28. It's a 9mm. It's great. It's train with it. It's a nail driver, and I just love that thing. It's so easy to care for, easy to shoot. But my absolute favorite gun in my collection is one my husband bought me when we were posted in Alaska, and it is guide gun for anybody who's heard of them. It's a 45-70 rifle, and it's very short. It's and it's kind of sized for me. It's what proportionally to me, it's a full-size rifle. Of course, for my husband, it's short. But for my stature, I'm pretty short at 5'4". It's perfect, and it's an 1895, I think, guide gun is what they call it. And it was made for people in Alaska to be able to drop quickly if a bear surprised them. So it's in a 45-70 caliber, and it's a dream to shoot. There's a big recoil pad on it, and we had the barrel ported, and it is simply smooth as anything. That's my favorite.
All right. Victor?
So my favorite gun has to be the High Point 9mm. It's the packed right now. Yeah, I'm kidding. Either that or
you need to say it.
I don't know. Oh, no, actually, my carry weapon is a Glock Model 26, and I like it because it's just so small and handy, and it is wickedly accurate. The 9mm that I've trained with is a full-size Glock 17 with a Ghost trigger, 3.5 trigger in it. For long arm, I ran an AK for a long time and did a lot of training with various folks at the AK, and I found myself going back to an M4 embroidery platform with a EOTech 512. I've run a lot of ammo through it, done a lot of training, and I think if one is equipped with both of those weapons, you're doing well.
Yeah, well, I'll have to think, I'm a 1911 fan, 45 ACP. That is my carry gun. And then we'll go with a long arm is going to be the either an M14 or, the SOCOM version for the shorter. And we'll go with the EDC or the EBR, as the long range. And, of course, I'm always partial to a well-built Mossberg 500 as well.
Yep. Yeah, those are nice.
I got my Mossberg 500 right next to the bed.
I was dumb and I built mine and then I sold it.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, they retired me. Yeah, they retired me, and got to have money sometime. So you just think, you buy the gun for $300, you put a couple $100 into it, and then you can sell it for quite a bit more. But I really kick myself every time I want a shotgun.
To me, shotguns, it reminds me of the 9mm versus 45 ACP argument. It seems to me that everybody I talk to in the shotgun world, it's either Mossberg 500 or Remington 870. It's almost the same battle lines drawn. Just you pick your side and you stick with it and don't like the other side for some reason. Of course, I wouldn't say no if someone's going to give me one, but it just seems that way to me.
Seems that way to me too.
I would take either one.
Absolutely.
Yeah, me too.
Absolutely.
I'm more familiar with the Mossberg because that is what the Army has, and that is what I ran, and that is, that's what I'm used to. But then again, the 870 is the exact same gun pretty much. The trigger is about the only thing that's different.
Now, the Rangers use the 870s, I thought. Airborne Rangers.
No. Everybody here has a pistol-gripped M500.
See, I had a friend that was Ranger, and he said that he carried the 870. Maybe he was just talking about his personal rifle, but I thought he meant, or a personal shotgun. I thought he meant in his unit. They
might have switched at some point. I was never. I was always a scout, so.
Scout. I was a forward observer, so we were always arguing with you guys as to who's further forward.
Actually, the furthest forward are your long-range intelligence troops running the ground surveillance radar, if anybody wants to know the truth. Your intel guys.
I don't remember seeing you guys out there.
Well, you couldn't find us.
That's because you're behind us.
Oh,
Thank you all for your service. I believe I'm the only one here that hasn't been in. Thank you.
Yeah.
I will let you slide.
Yeah.
It's not a requirement to be an American.
No, it's
No.
Thankfully.
Yeah, and that is actually a great thing, because if it was, we'd have a really crappy army, because just look what's walking the streets these days.
Yeah.
No, we would just send them all to the Air Force.
Hey, go keep that chair warm, will ya? Yeah, you're good to go. So, well, we're down to 4 minutes and 30 seconds. So if there's anybody out there that would like to ask one question, we have time. Anybody? And nobody's showing up.
Bueller, anybody?
Yeah. All right. Well, I still think it's funny you put it on there. You like the high point 9mm. They are great guns. I'm not going to lie. They are great guns. You break them, send them back. They send you a new one.
I
don't
have a
carry
friend
it.
that has one. No. Yeah, I've had a friend who has one. It's never done him wrong, but he doesn't carry it, obviously.
It's a great little plinking gun, and they're cheap. I love their carbine. I love the 30mm carbine. So
yeah, I've actually got one. Love it too.
So
the carbine's pretty cool, but the pistols. I mean, what's not to love other than the lack of ergonomics or the craftsmanship or the clunkiness or the portability or
Yeah, like I said, it's a great little farm gun to take out and shoot snakes with, or just shoot tin cans with, or teach a kid the basics about safety, and not worry about them destroying a Kimber or an XDS or a Glock or a Steyr, because Steyr is always better than Glock.
So yeah, you can't destroy a Glock. You can't destroy a Glock.
You can destroy a Glock. You run it over with a Bradley.
If you had someone that knew how to drive a Bradley.
Oh, I know plenty of people, and I know how to do one too.
I'm being sarcastic.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but I would definitely M1A or M140 or M40 over a or Glock, or even their M19 or whatever they're calling it now.
Okay.
I fell in love with them the first time I shot one, and I didn't fall in love with a Glock the first time I shot it. So.
Yeah, well, it's an acquired taste.
So. All right, we're at 2 minutes, so Warren and Silkman, I really appreciate you coming on the radio and sharing your insights and
thank you.
Excuse me. And helping us discuss more in depth the Second Amendment, what it means to America.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank you guys. It's been fantastic.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I hope I didn't take over the conversation too much. I'm a very aggressive salesperson in my real life.
Not a problem.
That's perfectly fine.
Well, thank you both for what you do.
Thank you. I appreciate that. You guys too. You're just getting started, but you've got a bright future. I'll continue to pump the Facebook page how I can.
Hey, feel free to pick stories off my page.
Cool. Thank you.
Oh, will do.
Anytime you need me back, just let me know. I had fun. It was a great time.
All right. Well, we're down to the last minute, so this is Jay, and I'd like to say keep ready, keep them loaded, stay safe, and train.
Yeah, this is Victor. Keep your powder dry and good night.
This is Natalie, and have a great night. Stay safe and stay armed.
All right. Good night, everybody, and thanks for joining us. And make sure you catch us next week on Wednesday as well.
night, guys.